I remember the moment just before the world went silent. The music faltered, a note hanging in the air before disappearing. A violin string snapped, sharp and cruel. Glasses clinked nervously. And there they were, at the heart of the chaos. Clara, my wife, and David, my brother-in-law, entangled behind the drapes of the bridal suite. Their hands were certain, their lips insistent. It wasn't shock that cut through me, it was precision, icy and clinical. Then I saw Evelyn, the bride, my sister. Standing at the doorway, composed, unwavering. Her gaze locked with mine, calm and unyielding. No scream, no tears. Just a slow, deliberate smile and a whispered warning as she passed. The real show is about to start. Everything shifted in that instant. Clara and I had met 3 years prior at a corporate gala. She was laughter incarnate in a crimson gown, the sort of woman who seemed to anticipate your thoughts before you spoke. I fell hard too fast. Evelyn had warned me. Clara was a master of illusion, a woman who could make a man feel special while searching for someone better. I dismissed it as jealousy, sisterly envy, and I was wrong. We looked perfect on paper. She brought warmth, I brought reason. She needed grounding, I craved color. That was my excuse every time I caught her gazing too long at her phone or laughing too easily at David's jokes. David, the golden boy, charismatic and reckless, was my best man, my sister's husband, the kind of man who charmed without effort. I never saw him as a threat. Until I found the hotel key in Clara's purse, stamped with his initials, Dr., and marked with a lipstick that wasn't hers. That was 3 months before the wedding. I didn't confront her then. Anger was simple, strategy was necessary. I began quietly, moving assets, separating accounts into trusts, installing security cameras under the guise of safety. I cataloged her every move, memorized her lies. And then I called Evelyn. Her silence said more than words. When she spoke, calm and knowing, she said, "If you're going to burn them, do it properly. Make them undeniable." That's how the plan began to take shape. Evelyn's wedding would be the stage. The carefully crafted speeches, the perfect lighting, the sentimental moments, all would serve one purpose: revelation. I created a slideshow for the reception, a celebration of love and family. But hidden between childhood photos and smiling faces, I inserted the truth. Security footage of Clara sneaking into a hotel room, David answering the door, timestamps exposing weekends she claimed to be away, moments that spoke louder than any words. The night arrived. Evelyn was radiant. David restless. Clara pretending. I sat through the ceremony like a shadow, rehearsed, waiting for the cue. By dinner, the tension hummed. Evelyn glanced at me, then at her phone. When the cake arrived, she nodded ever so slightly. The lights dimmed. The projector flickered to life. Laughter filled the room at first, innocent images of childhood, but then came stillness. The first clip appeared. Clara's face, flushed, smiling, stepping into David's hotel room. The timestamp glowed, a silent accusation. Gasps swept across the crowd. Evelyn's voice broke through the silence. "Some people mistake convenience for love." Clara froze. David's eyes darted to me. I remained still. Every second spoke volumes. When the lights returned, Clara attempted to speak, but whispers drowned her voice. David's fiancée, Evelyn, stared at him through mascara-streaked tears and said a single word that shattered everything: "Out." He left. She didn't follow. The consequences were surgical. Divorce papers filed that week, infidelity proven. Clara lost her position. David quietly exited his board. Evelyn needed nothing more, she had justice. I rebuilt in silence. Weeks later, Evelyn sent me a text. "Still think I was jealous?" I replied with a photo. A wine glass raised, the city skyline behind me. "No, you were right. She was only acting." Sometimes I replay that night, the charged silence, the shattered illusion. I didn't just lose a wife or a brother-in-law, I gained clarity. Freedom. Revenge isn't fire, loud and destructive. It's ice, cold, precise, perfectly timed. And when Evelyn winked before it all began, I understood. The main event wasn't her wedding. It was their unmasking. I was simply the one who pressed play.